And if they can't move, don't make them. Just close your eyes. Jesus hasn't left this building. Jordan, could you sing it again? Holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Oh, if God's touching you, I don't care if you cry. Just make sure it's real. Whatever's happening to this man right here in the Nikes is so real. He's being so touched that I won't even go over there. Oh, close your eyes. You guys just let him be, because Jesus is sitting right in front of him. That's why he's crying. So let Jesus stay right there. For anyone that this was too deep, we've been swimming for 3 days, and we went a little deeper. We can't stay on the shore because some don't believe. I can't keep floaties on because you can't swim. And if we're going to change our world, if we're going to red letter live, we need the presence of God. And when he comes in a room, I can't keep it together, and a lot of you can't either. And he has come in this room. And I make no apologies for Jesus. And if God begins to touch you in your seat like this boy in the orange with the cast on, if he begins to touch you in the middle of your service like him, oh, I'm sorry, he didn't have a cast on. Just lift your hands like he is, and you can just begin to talk to him. If he begins to touch you while I'm speaking, don't let me hinder him. If he touches you while I'm speaking, you lift your hands and you let Jesus talk to you. But in Matthew 14, there's a story of Jesus walking on water. That would scare some of us. If you were out on a boat and this man just starts walking in. Oh, I see hands lifted as Jesus touches you. Adults, if he's touching you, he's touching you. Let him do it. Can you imagine how somebody would respond when they never knew their father? And many years went by. They craved a relationship with their father. And then the day they found out who their father was, they found out that he loved them their whole lives. They'd probably booger cry. I've been searching for you my whole life, and you love me, and you were searching for me. That's happening to some of you. Matthew 14. Jesus is walking on the water. And it says, when the disciples saw him, in verse 26, when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were afraid. Maybe some of you are afraid tonight because in the spirit, Jesus was walking on the water. Yeah. And they said, It's a ghost. And maybe some of you said tonight, this is weird. There's a ghost in here. And Jesus says, hey, chill, it's me. But don't trip when I come a little bit different than you thought I would. He said, be of good courage. It is I. Don't be afraid. And tonight in the Spirit, Jesus has walked in. And he's walking on water because there are rivers of living water in this room. And some of us may say it's a ghost, it's a lie, it's a fable, it's weird. But Jesus said, no, actually, it's me. And I'm wild, and I'm different. And Peter, oh, I'm hoping there's some Peters in this room. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it is you, call me out on the water. Tell me to come to you. And Jesus is like, well, it is me, so come. And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on water. But when he saw that the wind was cray-cray, when he saw it was boisterous, Peter was afraid. When he saw that following Jesus was wild, he got afraid. And he began sinking. And he said, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him. And he said, Peter, what happened to your faith? Jesus is the kind of God that can walk on water. Do you know what that means? It means he can overcome circumstances he shouldn't be able to overcome. People shouldn't be able to walk on water. You shouldn't be able to be in a sinful world and live holy. You shouldn't be able to be in a depressed world and be happy. You shouldn't be able to be in a dark world and be full of light. But you overcome the circumstances. And so Jesus is that kind of God. He walks on water. He's holy in a sinful world. He's full of light in a dark world. He's full of faith in a hopeless world. And Peter said, give me some of that. Give me some of that. If it is you, I don't care how crazy it is. I don't care if you're walking on the water. I don't care if you look like a ghost. I don't care what people think they thought they might have thought, think and thought. If it's you, tell me to come. And Jesus says, come. And Peter began to defy the odds like Jesus. Peter started walking on water. Peter started being holy in a sinful world. Peter started being light in darkness. Peter started being different in a world of usual. He overcame circumstances. He was different. And tonight, I believe that Jesus is calling some of you to come out on the water. I think he's calling you to be so different that in a sinful world, you're holy. That in a godless world, you live a godly life. That in a hateful world, you're full of love. Ooh, when people act like that, I see them walking on water. I think there's some Peters in the room that will not stay in the boat. Too many said, whoa, 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 that's a ghost, that's a ghost, it's weird, it's weird, it's weird, it's weird. I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. Jesus says, it's me, it's just different. And Peter said, oh, no, I don't care if I'm afraid. I don't care if I'm scared. I don't care if it's crazy. I don't care if it's weird. If it's you, let me come. And Jesus said, it's me, so come. And some of you are going to say, I don't care if living holy in a unholy world is weird. If it's God, I want it. And I don't care if keeping my mouth clean in a world where people talk filthy. I don't care if it's different. I don't care if people think it's weird. If it's you, I'll come. I'll do it. I don't care if darkness is popular. If you're in the light, I want to be in the light. I don't care what anybody thinks. They can call you a ghost. They can call you a freak. They can call you whatever they want to call you. But if it's you, Jesus, I'll call you Jesus, and I will come. And Peter had to get out of the boat. And he started living holy in an unholy world, godly in a godless world. With the time that we have left, for those of you that want it, you don't have to. Jesus doesn't force anything on anybody. It's just an invitation. But if you say, I want to come out on the water, I want to live godly in a godless world, I want to live holy in an unholy world, I want to be the light in darkness, I don't care how weird it looks. I don't care if they call you a ghost or call you a fool or whatever they call you. If it's you, the true and living God, I'm coming. If that's it, if that's you, just lift your hands, and Jordan, we're going to sing to God that He's holy. This is your declaration. Oh, I see adults just crying out. Just start saying His name. If it's you, you're like, I'm coming out on the water. Just Jesus, Jesus. You don't know what to say, but He's touching you. Jesus, Jesus. Right in your seat. Jesus. I don't care if they think you're a ghost. I don't care what they think you are. If it's you, I'm coming. If it's you, I'm coming. They can say it's weird, but if it's you, I'm coming. Jesus, if it's you, we're coming. If you call us out on the water, we're coming. You are holy, holy. I want to see you. Jesus, some call you a ghost. Some call you a fable. Some say you're weird. But if it's you, I'm coming. Jesus, if it's you, we're coming. Jesus, Jesus. It's you. It's you.
this.